Good morning. Good morning. It is Corey with Clear Property Management. We have got somebody that is potentially interested in a Conway house. I suggested it to them. Obviously, it's their decision, but I was going to go through this house real quick and just kind of show it to you right here. It is vacant, so I don't feel as weird videoing this and sending this all out. But anyways, where we are in East Conway right here. I'll kind of show that here in just a little bit. But anyways, yes, going through here and me not talking. Front door right there, kind of got a little closet area. As soon as you kind of come in, good shape. Wide open spaces right here whenever you come in. One thing to note, the paint, fantastic. This thing is in great shape right here. You would literally need a fridge, and that is all I am seeing right there to get this thing up and going. Quartz countertops, kind of got some good space in here. I don't know if this is really picking up, but that's got good distance right there. So obviously you would be able to kind of do that, which is nice. Coming in here, these are where so it's a split floor plan. Primary's on that side. The 2 bedrooms are on this side as well. So one thing to note, so they do have a pantry right here, and I was actually talking to the listing agent about this. They do have a pantry right there, but they've also got this area right here. You can call this obviously an office. You could put a desk right there, be good to go right there. Or if you didn't need an office or whatever, obviously you could put shelving up right there. Make this a huge pantry or whatever it may be. And it's got that little pocket door that obviously kind of comes in and out. Bedroom number 1 is right here. Stained concrete, obviously would be very minimal. Not perfect paint job right there. Maybe I'm just a little particular, but that's okay. Not a huge closet or anything else like that, but it would be fine for a spare bedroom. Coming in here. Here is the shared bathroom. One thing to kind of note, it's not a big deal or anything else like that, but obviously this would be the bathroom for if you had guests and stuff like that. It's kind of tucked away over here on this side of the house. Because obviously the living room and everything is just so wide open and everything that, is that chipped? Yeah, it's a little bit chipped right there. I got a fiberglass guy that could definitely fix that. But anyways, yeah, it's just a little bit tucked away in here, but obviously you've got the quartz, everything. It is pretty throughout. Bedroom number 2 right here. You can obviously see the neighbors have got Mickey out, already ready for the Christmas festivities. This closet's a little bit bigger, which is nice. Kind of got a little tucked away area right there where you can put a little desk and then put your bed over here and that. Here, I'll take you outside here in just a second to show the neighbors and everything. Coming through. We will do this side of the house. So this is where the primary is. Laundry room's on this side. The garage is just on the other side right there. Obviously, there's no washer and dryer, which you would not have to provide that. Decent sized garage. It's very tall, actually. Kind of got a little paint mess ups right there. I don't know if my phone's picking that up or not, but it is a garage. We aren't overly bearing on that. Water heater looks to be probably original. I think this house is a 2020 build. Don't quote me on that. Obviously, I could look it up. And then right here. Coming into the primary. Obviously, bigger spaces right here. No carpet throughout, which is nice. Not huge yards or anything else like that, but that's okay. Not too bad. Got double sinks, which is nice. Got a little bit of a landing space right there, and you've got 2 closets in here as well. You can obviously use that for towels, stuff like that. Toilet's over there, and then you've got 1 closet And the shower, tiled up to the top, makes it look really nice. And closet number 2. Coming back through. Okay. So coming back onto this side. So just to kind of say this, so where you're at right here. So it is fully fenced in, which is nice. There is, so this is, what is that? South German right there. You can see kind of a car passing through, not going too fast. I think the speed limit through there is like 30 or something. So it's not terrible or anything, but see like that truck right there. I mean, it's not overly bearing or anything. So kind of what's going on over there, those are the new construction Rosh Coleman neighborhoods that are over there. But honestly, up on that backside, it goes up to the hill right up there. So you don't have like a ton. I wouldn't think you'd have a ton of traffic. Like I said, you can kind of see it's somewhat steady, but this isn't like a main road or anything else like that. I mean, I think it's just kind of, you know, steady road, which is fine. Fully fenced in over here. Kind of got a little bit of a landing pad right there. What is that? Probably 8x8. Probably. Gate on that side, which is nice. Coming in here and going back out to the front door. This is your neighbors. Got a little bit of greenery right there, which is nice. But yeah, you can see all these houses are in good shape. Obviously 2020s or something like that, you know, builds throughout. You always like to see good neighbors that care about their yards and everything else like that. And then this main road right there, that kind of shoots out to other neighborhoods on that side right there. But that's kind of where you're at. Oh, and I didn't even explain this. So going back out, so you got East German just on the other side of this house and shooting out that way, right out there. That is Dave Ward. That's like probably a mile or so up there, up that road right there. Dave Ward, like I said like I said before and everything, Dave Ward, Tyler, Prince Street, Oak Street, you know, type thing. Those are the main roads in Conway. Goes east and west right there. You get on one of those main roads and you can go to anything. And I would probably say where you're at, the interstate is just, so you go about a mile that way and maybe a mile and a half or whatever, and you're on the interstate. So that takes you to Little Rock, wherever you want to go then at that point, which is nice. Conway Corp actually just built a big service center right over there as well. I think they actually own all of this land out through everywhere. I think that was part of the purchase agreement. So you would think that it's going to kind of settle and this is kind of going to be the area and stuff like that, which is nice. But again, I do not know that. So anyways, one last look. And that is it. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.